What's up, peeps? This is my funny video. It's funny because, like, obviously I'm not full frame, but this is just how it is right now, guys. So sorry about your luck if you're mad about this, but yeah, no, I just wanted to share some stuff that happened today. It's been kind of a crazy day. It's been such a sandwiched small day in a weird way, in an interesting way. I didn't really know what I was doing today necessarily, and I did have the good idea to go over and do a Book of Mormon study with my grandparents, and I did that, and that was really great. And since I was at my grandparents', that meant I could talk to my uncle, who also lives there in the same place, and I talked to him about my car, because my car has kind of had some brake problems. So, and my brakes have been not shot, but they've been pretty bad. Like, I don't have very much brakes. You know, that's not a thing that you don't want to have, right? So, I asked him if he could look at it in a couple weeks because I was afraid I wouldn't have enough money to pay for it to get fixed. Well, anyway, he ended up looking at it today, and I mean, he's great because he doesn't do everything for me. He, like, makes me do the stuff that I know how to do and that I can do. That's great. So I took the tires off, for example, and he looked at my brakes and stuff and figured out I needed a brake hose. So I called around to figure out where it was and didn't have any luck with people having it, and even went to town to get it and they didn't have it. They had something different. And then I borrowed my pop-up's truck. Me and my pop-up both drove into town to get this piece that they didn't have. Called around and then drove back home to my uncle, and then called Easton, another town, and they said they had it. So I drove in my pop-up's truck over there to check it out, and they didn't have it either, of course. They had a different thing, just like the other place. But they were able to order it and get it tomorrow, which is great. So it was supposed to be $28.99, which wasn't so bad compared to the $200 or $300 I was expecting with my brake problems. 28 bucks is not bad, 30 bucks. And then I went to finally pay for it, checked a couple other places too, and had to go back to the original place in Easton. Checked it, then they were like, well, it's actually not gonna be, I thought it was coming with this company, but it's actually coming with this company. So in order for it to get here, we're gonna have to cut some of the, we're gonna have to expedite it and all this stuff tomorrow. It was just kind of lame, so I think I ended up having to pay a little bit extra. So I ended up having to pay about 40 bucks for it, but still, in comparison to like $200 or $300, that's not so bad. So I got the part ordered, right? Now my car is at my uncle's, and he doesn't want me to drive it out of there because the brakes just aren't very good, and I understand. But he might change his mind. He might let me go. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, it's just pretty interesting. But I'm on my way back to my uncle's house. I'm almost there now. It's been starting to rain these past few hours. It's been pretty interesting and unusual and interesting. But yeah, it's a good day, right? It's a good day. So oh yeah, I was gonna take two of my friends to Gospel Principles class at church tonight, but had to cancel that because of my car, you know, and that sucks, but it's just how that is. And yeah, so trying to figure out the ride situation for tomorrow so I can pick up the part, bring it to my car, and XYZ, all that kind of stuff. So it's just been interesting. It's been a very interesting day. It did not go how I intended it to go or set out for it to go, but it is a huge win when I actually think about it, and I think this is a lesson. The lesson is you really need to think about things and figure out whether they're good or bad, because sometimes you think they're bad when they're actually good. And yeah, so that's been a thing, and I think that's a super key. I think that's a key because I've been, sorry peeps, I have been doing a thing recently with the girl that I like, where I keep thinking about things being like not so good and stuff. I'm like, well, this isn't happening, that's not happening, this isn't going that way, etc., etc. And so therefore, my conclusion I keep arriving at is like, well, this isn't really working, or this isn't really working, right? Well, I think the more important thing to do is to take a step back and look at it and say, is this really not working? Because I think it is actually working. And that's a really big deal. And you know, so what, I had to drive around, and so what, it was a pain in the butt to get this part tracked down and ordered and paid for, and it took every last cent that I had. But I have a full tank of gas pretty much. I can make more money tomorrow, which I'm gonna do once my car is fixed. And I have so many things to be grateful for. I have so many blessings, right? So many blessings. And so when I really think about that, that really makes everything make sense, because if things are tricky or hard or complicated, it doesn't really matter, because things are not really that bad. And it's so important to think about what's going on in our lives, what we actually have, and to be thankful for those things so that we can keep a proper perspective, not become victim to the doom and gloom, the whatevers, you know, the whatever, that this ain't working out, that's not working out, that this isn't working out feeling, the whatevers. And just be done with that and just move on, because if you really take stock of what you do have and you're grateful, you realize things aren't as bad as you actually think. And that is what you need to get by. So just take the time to be grateful. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you, even though you only saw like 2 eyeballs staring through the steering wheel in the beginning. But I'm super thankful for you, and I'm thankful for everyone. So, and for all my blessings. I have a lot of blessings and so many things to be grateful for. And life isn't necessarily the way I want it to be, or how, yeah, it's not exactly how I want it to be, but guess what? Who cares? That's just how it is. And, you know, that doesn't mean, just because it's not the way you want it to be, doesn't mean it's bad. And sometimes, I think all the time basically, when things are a certain way, it's because God wants them to be that way. And if it's the way that God wants it to be, it's a lot better than the way you want it to be, because God knows better than what we know. He knows better than us. So it's just really cool. I mean, if you just, there's so many cheat codes if you just think about it. Just be grateful, exercise your faith in Jesus Christ, or in God, you know, both. And be grateful, like I said, but look forward with a brightness of hope. Don't let the detractors of the world get you down, because it's not worth it. And yeah, things are a lot better than you think. I've been saying that for a long time. It's been a long time since I've said that, but I used to be that. I used to be on that, and now I'm back on that. So guess what? Things are better than you think they are. Keep up the good work, guys. Keep on doing the things you need to do. Keep on keeping on. Push on. Be strong. Look at what you have. Be grateful. And it will get so much better. And the things you want will happen. You will get them. They will work out.